Have you ever bought something for a room that you're working on and you get it home and it just doesn't quite work? If you answered yes to this question, you're not alone. Did you know that each year Americans alone throw away 12 million tons of furniture? At the start of a new year, I wanted to give you a checklist to help you make smarter buying decisions for your room. If you answer yes to these 6 questions, you're going to have a home that looks more intentional, similar to what it would if an interior designer did it. Because guess what? When they're doing something for a client, they're looking at these questions because they can't afford to make a mistake. So shouldn't you take the time to do that for yourself? The first question I want you to answer is, does the thing I'm looking at fit with my color palette? I've talked before about how to choose a color palette in a previous video and how important it is to help you really take your room to the next level. 2, does it go with things that are already in the room that I want to put it in? It sounds like a no-brainer, but sometimes we're out and we're shopping, we're like, ooh, does it fit the style that I'm trying to go for? One big way that I like to answer, does this go with what I already have, is that I have a mood board and I do one for each room when I'm working on it, and then I can put things in and test them and see, does this look good with my fabric? Does this look good with my rug? So I can either take a picture of it in the store, or I can take a screenshot of it online and I can put it into my mood board, and it really helps me see, this doesn't really go. It's a little, the color's a little bit off, and it really helps me to see if the thing that I want goes with my room. And I did a previous video explaining how I do a mood board inside of Canva. 3, and this is a tough one. Can I use this thing in more than one place in my home? And what's great about things that can be used in more than one place is that it really helps you to be able to change up your spaces from time to time. Here's an example. I bought a red coat rack, and I thought when I bought it, I love this thing. I'm looking for a coat rack to go in my kitchen so that when I come in the door, all this stuff doesn't go on the floor. I want this bench, it's got little hooks above it, and I want to be able to hang my stuff when I walk in the door. But guess what? I can use that in my living room in the front door. I can use it in my kitchen, and I've had it in both places. So pieces that are more versatile, you'll find you get a lot more use out of in the long run. Number 4, and this one's tougher. Do I want it or do I need it? Here's something I really love to do because I want a lot of things from my house, I'm not gonna lie. I will not buy it right away. Maybe I add it to the cart, maybe I let it sit there for a minimum of 24 hours, sometimes a week. And then if at the end of that week I still want it, then I do it. And number 5, can I afford it? This is also a tough one, but going into 2024, a lot of us are feeling the pinch, and you really need to think about, can I afford it? Or is this gonna make me go into debt? And number 6, does this piece need work? There's a lamp I really love. I find it at a thrift store, but it's broken. It doesn't turn on. Do I have the ability to fix this thing or paint this thing or tweak this thing to make it work? Because if it's beyond my skill level, then I don't buy it. If the thing really needs to be painted, I can paint furniture, but if it's really ornate, it's not gonna look good when I paint it. You really have to be honest with yourself. Can I fix this thing or make it look the way I want it to look? Or is it just gonna look kind of mediocre when I'm finished with it? If you can answer yes to all 6 things on this list, then it is something you should buy. I hope this helped.